Peace Collective, what's going on? Welcome to the channel. My name is Milan. I am an intuitive tarot reader and psychic medium. If you guys are new here to this channel, welcome. If you guys are returning, welcome back. It means the world to me each and every single time you guys join. Thank you guys times 1,000 for being here and for deciding to spend your time and your energy with me in these readings. As you guys know, this is going to be another general collective reading. However, we're going to get into another deep dive today. As you guys can tell by the title, we're going to look into the relationship, business or otherwise, possibly, between Megan Thee Stallion and her personal manager, T. Farris. If you guys are interested in readings that look more into the entertainment industry, celebrity culture, music, I've got an entire playlist already curated. It's called the Deep Dive Series. That's where you guys can find more readings just like this one. I do offer love readings on this channel. I do personals as well. If you guys are ever interested in a personal, all the information is going to be in the description box down below per usual. Just as a quick disclaimer, you guys, this is not a fan page. This is not a stand page or anything of the sort. Okay, everything in this reading is alleged until proven otherwise and for entertainment purposes only. If you guys don't like what I'm saying, you guys don't like the subjects of this particular deep dive, it's no big deal. Just click off the reading, okay? All I ask is that you guys keep it cute, keep it respectful with me and with other people who may decide to jump into the comments, okay? Yeah, if you guys don't like the topic, it's okay. Just click off the reading. There's a million other videos on this channel for you guys to tap into and check out if this is not the one for you today, all right? But yeah, let's get right into this. If you guys clicked on this reading, then I'm pretty sure you guys already know why we're here, okay? If you guys are keeping up with the defamation lawsuit trial between Megan Thee Stallion and Milagro Cooper, then you know that certain things are starting to kind of come up in regards to Megan, and it's pretty much like 2020 through 2024 being brought back to life all over again through this trial. But as far as T. Farris goes, that is supposed to be her personal manager. He was her manager, I believe, as well when she was back with 1501, when she was signed to them. If I'm not mistaken, I believe T. Farris had some sort of personal or business relationship with Megan's mother back in the day. And Megan's mother was, according to Megan, was a local Houston rapper or something of the sort. So that's how they even had a connection in the first place, okay, through Megan's mom. Fast forward all these years later, he is still by her side to this day with her throughout her entire career. So they seem to have like a pretty close-knit relationship nonetheless, right? But however, it's been brought up quite a few times over the years, very loosely, obviously not anything mainstream or whatever, but it's been brought up, if you know, you know, about the possibility of Megan having a possible alleged guardian. And it's come out so far in this defamation case that T. Farris does, you know, say yes or no or approve certain financial decisions when it comes to Megan. So does that mean all across the board? Doesn't have to, but it's looking and sounding and feeling a little fishy, okay? And usually if somebody, a grown adult person, male or female, if they have a quote-unquote guardian, that could possibly signify or allow someone to insinuate that something may be a little off, right? So we're going to get into this and tap in and see what comes out. I've definitely seen and heard about this quite a few times. Again, if you know, you know. But we're going to get right into this. I have a Queen of Swords to represent Megan, being that she's an Aquarius. And I'm not familiar with T. Farris's birthday or anything like that, so I don't know his zodiac sign. I just pulled out the Emperor to represent him, considering what we're talking about today, okay? I don't know if he's an Aries or not. If somebody knows his zodiac sign, you're more than welcome to put it in the comments, okay? Please feel free. But let's get into this. Somebody wants to timestamp the reading, you are more than welcome to. Thank you very kindly ahead of time. We're going to start with Megan's portion first. And I just want to see like what the general relationship is like between these two, maybe how they view one another, okay? how she may feel towards him, how he may feel towards her, just what the general relationship is like. We're going to start with some Kipper cards first, and then we'll dive into some different oracle and some tarot a little bit later to clarify, you guys, okay? Give us some clear and concise messages, please, when it comes to Megan. And what is her relationship like, or how does she feel in regards to T. Farris, please, and thank you. What is her vantage point, or how does she view, or how does she feel in regards to T. Farris, please, and thank you. What is their relationship like from her perspective? Oh, okay. Despair. That's not a great first card to see for anybody, but despair, yeah. In the background, it even says not hiring, okay? The number 32, looks like a guy just very down and out, okay? A little dog sitting there. If I'm not mistaken, I think Megan has like a dog or two, but that's kind of been like the basis of this case. The trial with Tory Lanez before he got sentenced. It's just giving, like, everything is all about how I feel, emotions, you know. Despair. Why is that here? Why is that here first? Okay, why would she feel this way in regards to him? Maybe this is acknowledging that he has seen and been around a lot of her episodes. It's kind of how it's coming through, like her emotional, I'm hearing emotional outbursts or emotional episodes. Okay, so he's been around and seen her sad, hurt, depressed, all of that, right? Okay, obviously. So let's see. Why is this here, please? How does she feel, or how is she doing him in this case, please? And thank you. Mature man is showing up. Okay, so obviously, yeah, he's the mature one in her life. Yeah, high honor. She holds him in a very high regard. She has a lot of respect for him, it seems like. Mature man and high honor here. It looks like a man just kind of looking at the globe. So it's like they literally like travel together. Oh, okay. It's almost kind of like she could view him as a father figure, because we know Megan lost both of her parents. She lost her father a little bit earlier in her life than her mother, but it's almost as if she views him, T. Farris, as some type of like father figure almost with this. It's giving like, you know what I'm getting from this? It's kind of, I'm not really having a full vision, but I'm getting this scenario in my mind where it's like a little girl like asking her dad to buy her this, buy her that, and then the dad says no, like, I'm sorry, honey, maybe for your birthday, maybe for Christmas, and then she's like, well, why? I said I want this, blah 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 blah, and starts throwing a tantrum. I don't know why I just got that in my mind, but yeah, again, just kind of the person she runs to, the person she goes to. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was brought up in the court that they lived together. T. Farris and Megan. I don't know how long they've been living together. Apparently, you know, according to T. Farris, it's his information, his name, as far as on the paperwork on the home. But Megan is supposed to be, you know, the money maker, the one paying all these people, right? She's the star of the show. But you can't own a home, or like, do they not, maybe just he doesn't trust her enough to put her name on a home? I don't know. Okay, let's see. What is this? This is already giving kind of like confusing. I'm not even gonna lie, but what is this? Mature man in despair. Why is this here, please, for her? Oh, didn't I look at this? And then the child card shows up, number 18. Didn't I just say I was getting this scenario of like a little girl kind of whining and carrying on, being emotional about not getting what she wants. Yeah, and it's giving literally like a father figure. Okay, but this despair energy, I'm going to have to clarify that, or, you know, expand on that a little bit further when I switch decks. But maybe she could feel like he's disappointed in her, or she is disappointed in this situation. Maybe the fact that all of this is kind of coming out in the way that it is. It's giving like people are not supposed to infer that. They're not even supposed to wonder that. They're not supposed to know that. And again, if you're viewing somebody as like the mature man in your life, it doesn't always have to be because, you know, oh, that's mom, that's dad, whatever. Maybe someone who maybe like is better with managing money. again, maybe just someone you look up to, like a mentor, but this is definitely coming through more so like, oh, okay, a father figure. He's been around for a while. Yeah, wow. Look, you have journey and house at the bottom. I just said, like, do they live? They live together, travel together everywhere. I just heard something about like Airbnb. I don't know if like Megan does a lot of Airbnb. I'm sure I like a very famous person. Like you travel a lot, but I never get this sense of like home or stability with her for whatever reason. Well, we'll see. We're gonna use the same deck. Get some Kipper cards for T Farris, okay? And we're gonna switch decks in a minute and go back to Megan momentarily. But let's see. What is his energy like, please? Or what is this relationship like with Megan from his perspective? How does he view her? How does he feel in regards to her? Oh, look at that. Poverty just showed up. The first card we got for her was despair. I'm not gonna keep it because it didn't fall, but yeah, that says a lot. Poverty. And I mentioned a few minutes ago how isn't she supposed to be the breadwinner, the moneymaker, right? She's the artist. So look, hold on, let's see. What is his energy like, please, when it comes to Megan, or how is he viewing her? Let's see, what is this? Oh, official person. He kind of how they made it sound, about him making certain financial approvals, financial decisions on her behalf. We got mature man showing up on her end, so it's giving. And again, you guys, I didn't know his zodiac sign. I didn't know exactly what character card to use for him. I just picked out the Emperor. I was like, whatever. So this is kind of giving like someone who is in control, or again, like makes the rules, calls the shots, makes decisions or something. Official person. This is giving like someone that you maybe report to, or someone that you go to, okay? And I'm asking like, how does he viewing this relationship? Same way I asked her, how is she viewing this relationship between one another? Okay, yeah, let's see. What is this? Official person. Why is it here, please? Oh, thief? Oh, shit. And you got the main female here. Okay, number 2, February. That's the Aquarius. Oh, lovers. Ooh, I don't want to say that. Okay, yeah, thief showing up in number 24. She better hope and pray that the people close to her are not stealing from her. It's giving kind of like, again, like I mentioned before, she's the breadwinner. She's the one who's paying out these people, you know, coming out from her financial pockets. She's got to pay these people, managers, all these lawyers, right? So it's giving like being a thief from the one that's in charge. It's giving she's in charge because maybe she's, again, the breadwinner, but who's actually in charge? Okay, it's giving like power of attorney or something to that degree. Okay, I feel like he knows people are stealing from her. I don't want to say he's the one stealing from her. I don't want to put that on him, allegedly, but I think he knows, he's aware. Okay, let me get a little more on this, please. For some reason, I know he's been around for a long time when it comes to Megan's life, but it's like, for some reason, I feel like he may not have like the best intentions for her or something. Let's see, we got more. What is his perspective like? Or he could also maybe view her even as someone who kind of is like, you know, maybe not a thief, but like someone who's a little conniving, a little sneaky, who gets away with things, is kind of how it's coming through. I know it's very hard to see in the camera, but the woman is like literally snickering and laughing at the guy here as his pocket watch is getting stolen. So yeah, what is this, please? How's he doing this relationship with Megan at this time? Or how does he feel? Thank you. Whoa, okay. And then you got poverty and imprisonment at the bottom, okay? Poverty is showing up again. And that's weird because that jail energy comes up around her a lot more often than it should. the lack of financial stability comes up around her a lot more than it should. Okay, this imprisonment energy could also maybe be surrounded by like deep thoughts, feeling bad, feeling guilty, if not physical jail. But what fell out though was this false person. Didn't I just say how for some reason I feel like he may not have the best intentions for her, regardless of how long he's been around? Or this is him, and of course we'll expand on this, but I'm asking, what is his point of view of the relationship? So he could also, again, view her as someone who kind of gets away with things. Maybe lies, okay, with this false person energy. It's giving like the woman in red. There's a lot of red. All these cards, all the women, well, both women have on red. The official person has on red. The emperor here has on red. So it's giving like the red woman, or whatever that's supposed to mean. Ugh, that's not a good look. Yeah. We'll clarify. Let's see. But for some reason, I feel like, yeah, with gift, he could like steal money from her or something. Or again, he's aware of it happening. But are you doing anything about it? You know what I mean? It's one of those things. But let's go back to Megan. I don't know. I didn't really think this one through about what decks I was going to use, you guys. But, oh, okay, I'll use this one. What's gossip? Let's get into this, okay? This one is really cute, too. I haven't used this one in a little while. But we're going to go back to Megan. Again, I have despair, mature man, and child. It's kind of giving, as far as like how she's viewing this relationship between her and him. You're not going to view him as the child. So, I mean, it's like this, she has like this sense of innocence with him. She could feel very like safe with him as well in a particular fashion. Again, it's like giving like a little girl clinging on to her father or something, okay? But we're going to use this deck. We're going to go back to Megan really quick to get a couple of these. Here's her perspective, please, or how is she viewing this relationship? When it comes to T. Farris, please and thank you. How she feel, how she viewing this relationship. T. Farris. Situational single. Temporary loneliness. Choosing solitude. Waiting for better. And not settling. Okay, why would that be here? Looks like there's two different couples kissing in the background. And look at that, hidden agenda. Told you. I feel like, and she may not be aware of that or see it that way, but there's something funky about this, okay? Secret intentions, manipulation disguised as kindness. Ooh, you got a secret admirer here at the bottom? Let's see. But yeah, temporary loneliness. Oh, and that is something that I heard very briefly regarding the, T. Farris being on the stand. He did say that Megan would spend like a lot of time alone. And I just mentioned a little earlier how Megan is viewing him as witnessing her, or viewing him as the one who's always around during these emotional, lonely moments, He did say that she would spend a lot of time alone. Okay, why is this here, please? Yeah, I see her kind of like almost just shutting him out or ignoring him when she's not in a good mood. Or maybe even it's kind of giving when she's like dealing with other men or people in the background. It's like, it's none of his business. Okay, why is this here, please? What is this? Crossroads. Okay, another energy about having to choose. Important choices, life-changing decisions. Okay, yeah, choose wisely. Your next step matters. So it's literally like she's dependent on him to like make certain choices. Important choices, life-changing decisions. Okay, and it says self-made here at the bottom, but it's like she's supposed to make us believe that she's very independent. She does everything on her own. She makes her own decisions and things like that. But your next step matters. Okay, why is this here, please? Divine intervention. I saw this card show up in my Clay and Megan reading. Yeah, she views him as somebody who'd be like kind of saving her out of certain situations. Okay, or again, like hey, before you make that decision, or I don't think that's best, let me do it for you, or matter of fact, get out of the way, let me take over, because otherwise if you make the decision, Megan, you're gonna fuck it up. Something like that is kind of how it's coming through. Okay, unexpected guidance, universe stepping in, redirected paths, saved just in time. And again, kind of like that father-daughter energy, mother-daughter energy, like, listen, you get into trouble, who's got to come save you? Okay. Yeah, let me go more on this, please. Yeah, so she is viewing him as like the one who kind of steps in. Okay, why is this here, please? Breadcrumbing. Okay, it says giving minimal attention, keeping options open, vague promises, never committing fully. Okay, well, why commit to what? Okay. Somebody's breadcrumbing you. It's like they're not really giving you a whole lot, or they make it seem like they have more to offer than they actually do. It's weird because I feel like I don't want to say this, but it's kind of giving like she may crave attention from him, or because I'm getting this energy where it's like, I literally just said how she views him as the one that kind of comes in and saves the day, takes over, saves her from certain situations. But I'm also getting, it's almost giving like bratty energy. Like, even though you do everything for me, it's still not enough. So again, you're viewing him as, Captain Save-A-Ho, save the day, blah, 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 blah. One minute he's the hero, and the next minute, if you don't, again, acting like a child, kind of bratty, daddy says no, if you don't get your way, now you're never there. Now it's, you don't give me attention, you're breadcrumbing me, blah, 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 blah. I hope that makes sense. That could be that manipulative energy, knowing damn well this man is around all the time, helping you, saving you out of particular situations or whatever. But then if the 1 minute he does something you don't like, you don't agree with, or says no, oh, you're this, you're that, blah, 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 blah. I hope that makes sense, you guys. Yeah, look at this. Red flags at the bottom. Roses and red flags. Warning signs. Ignored intuition. Potential trouble. You knew better. That's why I just said. Yeah, look. Energy vampires. Okay, that makes sense. I just don't think she's aware of this. Like, a lot of stuff she's not aware of. But it's like, he could really like suck her dry or be an energy vampire. But it's getting more of like a financial energy vampire. Ignored intuition. She's not very in touch with it anyway in the first place, unfortunately. I hate to say it like that, but and I just said, I don't think he really has the best intentions for her. I don't know if I said this earlier, but I'm kind of hearing it again. Cash cow. So I think he kind of views her as that. But she's not seeing it as that. I hope that makes sense, you guys. We're going to use the same deck and go back to T. Farris really quick. Again, I have thief here. False person, an official person. As far as like how he's viewing the relationship with her. Okay, why is this here, please? How's he viewing this relationship with her? Or how does he feel in regards to her? Or like, what is his place in her life? Okay, what is this? Ooh, wake-up call. Spiritual awakening. Sudden clarity. Urgent awareness. Can't ignore anymore. Okay. Ooh, and toxic love. Wow. And then you've got the hidden agenda again. Yeah, so it's like he's aware that she's a pretty toxic person to deal with. But it's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Got it. It even says addictive patterns, harmful attachment, can't live without. It's giving, he's viewing her as like, I feel bad. I can't even, if I were to leave her alone to this cruel, cold, harsh world as a grown 30-year-old woman, global superstar, millionaire, I don't know what, I would feel terrible. Yeah, and it's like ghosted, toxic love. He can't just stop dealing with her because he feels like something bad will happen to her. And it's giving, look, like wake up calls, like he just woke up in the middle of the night. I see her like blowing his phone up, calling him left and right, middle of the night. Mm-hmm. It's giving, I gotta get out of here. Okay, what is this, please? Sudden clarity, urgent awareness. Why is this here, please? Oh, hold on. What is this? Ascension. It says spiritual growth, higher awareness. Oh, wow. Okay, next level consciousness, elevating myself. Gaslighted, red flags again. There's a lot of weird, like, manipulative energy going on here between these two. And I think with this gaslighting energy, it even says questioning your sanity. I think he worries, again, especially if he's allegedly stealing from her, manipulating her in a particular fashion. Yeah, DM slide, swipe right, it's a match. There's something weird. I think he's worried about her, like, waking up and maybe coming out of some type of slumber or sunken place. Basically, waking up from trusting his ass. I think he worries about that in a way. Because look at this guy. Looks like he's freaked out. Like, oh my God, what do I do next? There's no way. If she or he finds out, you know. Okay. Gaslighted. I feel like a lot of people around Megan like gas her head up too. Why is this here, please? Which is why she probably doesn't like it or gets so fucking riled up and sensitive if people don't like her. You know? Because you're just supposed to love her and like her just like everybody else in her circle who could possibly be gassing her head up. Including one of the people closest to her. Okay, retirement goals. Oh yeah, didn't I just say a few minutes ago he could view her as a cash cow? Long-term stability, future planning, relaxation earned, living the dream. Yeah, so he's viewing her as that was kind of his come up in a way. That was his come up. It's almost as like he knew or saw the vision before it even formed into reality, you know? Yeah, look, divine timing. It took a little time, took some fine tuning with her, but we got it right. We got her a deal. We got it figured out. She kept me along for the ride, trusting the process. Yep. So it's giving he's trusting this process because he was planning on riding till the damn wheels fall off. Oh gosh. Okay. Getting him to, again, another level, higher levels of maybe the entertainment industry and his management career. Anyone more on this? Yeah, and it's like if she wakes up from her slumber or realizes that's all this was about. I don't know. Yeah, ghosted. He could think about ghosting her sometimes too, because it's getting like this shit is getting hot. Like something here is getting real hot, is what I just heard. Like something is getting a little too much for him. So he could be considering or thinking about ghosting her, but in the same breath, he would feel terrible or feel really bad because it's kind of like she will crash out, allegedly, possibly, maybe. Okay. Overnight success. Yeah, that's funny. Okay, and then you have trust the signs. There's a lot of like ascension, spiritual growth energy here. Paying attention to guidance, universe speaking clearly, following your intuition, message received. Brand new. And then, yeah, energy vampires. Huh. Again. Yeah, it's giving like, yeah, if you just trust me, don't worry, just follow my steps. We're going to be all right. We're going to ride off into the sunset, la da 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 da. Just trust me. Just follow me. Just listen to me. You know? Something just feels a little bit weird or maybe just a little more self-serving, but he's really good at making it seem like he's there for her highest good to make sure she elevates all the time and all that stuff, you know? And again, I got this in my Megan and Clay reading maybe like 2 months ago, a month ago, I don't remember, but I got the same card with her where it's like she doesn't really follow her intuition that much, unfortunately, okay? So we're gonna go back to Megan. If this is making any sense to you guys, definitely leave a like on the video, share if you care. I love when you guys get in the comments. You guys kind of really always help me tie up the loose ends regarding things that I might be missing or kind of I don't know myself. So thank you guys so much, because it's not possible for us to know every fucking thing. I'm only one human being, okay? And I don't follow these people on social media. I see what happens on Twitter and what other people share with me based on what they've seen. And sometimes I like to look throughout the court documents and whatnot, but I don't follow these people. So this energy just feels kind of weird. I could see why the general public would root for T. Farris. Like, yeah, you know, he's the most loyal person on her team, blah, blah, blah. But are you really, though? Okay, with this false person and thief. Just like she thinks Rock Nation is her family, right? Now, I want to get into this true crime oracle, okay? We're going to go back to Megan really quick. I already have life insurance policy at the bottom. That says a lot, doesn't it? Okay, but let's see. Why is energy here, please, for Megan? Or how is she viewing this situation with T. Farris, please, and thank you. Her relationship with him. How does she feel in regards to him? Again, I have some type of energy here with her where she doesn't tell him everything, first of all. She feels very lonely when he's not around. It's giving a very, like, bratty kid with their dad type of energy. And God forbid he says no or doesn't come to save the day, then he's the worst person on earth, blah, 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 blah. Now you're breadcrumbing me, blah, blah, blah. Okay, why is energy here, please? Thank you. My apologies, the camera like kind of lags a little bit throughout this video too, you guys. I just noticed that. Okay, cleanup. Yup. A cleanup man, cleanup woman, literally. Like, you come in, you save the day, I come to you to help me make certain decisions. This crossroads card even says important choices, life-changing decisions. Didn't he testify saying that his name is on the deed, it's not hers, as far as like the house that she lives in? It's almost like he doesn't like trust her making certain choices, and she doesn't even trust herself making certain choices. So yeah, go ahead, you save the day, you intervene, clean it up, even if that means, again, like in certain situations where she could be in trouble or almost about to get in trouble, he always figures a way to clean it up. Okay, why is this here, please? How is she doing this dynamic with him? Her perspective, please. How does she feel in regards to him? Okay, one of these cards just flipped over. Abuse and neglect. I'm not going to keep it because it didn't fall out, but that's interesting. Why is here, please? I feel like, you know, and I've got that energy too before with her. I feel like she's kind of like aggressive in a way, or kind of like not that nice to the people that work for her, which I think is pretty evident if you guys, you know, are up to speed with her. Another case she's involved in with her ex-photographer, Emilio. Hostile working environment type of vibe it's giving, and I've gotten that with her before, and I feel it now as well. Okay, what is this? Intuition. Yeah, look, here it is. She's definitely a person who needs to follow her intuition more. I mean, that's good advice for anybody, whether you're Megan Thee Stallion or not, but yeah, it's like he's got to come clean up shop anytime she makes choices or decisions that maybe, again, are not in her highest interest, not following her intuition here, okay? I feel like even too, maybe something about her intuition has told her about him, but it's like, nah, that's T. Farris, no way. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't do this, that, or the third. Okay, why is it here, please? Female is showing up. Family, then meeting. That's so crazy. And you have child showing up again. Family, meeting, and child. And that's so crazy because I know you guys probably won't believe me, but before I even got started, I wasn't sure what decks I was going to use, but I had a vision of this family card in my third eye. And again, I wasn't sure if I was going to use it, but here it is. I'm seeing it at the bottom, but there's a heavy baby energy around Megan too. She's like, she's thinking about it, contemplating about it. She could have like maybe talked to T. Farris about it. But yeah, it's like she feels like he is somebody that literally like maybe is the one that consults a lot of these people in these meetings, talks to these people in these meetings, because she's got like this sense of innocence when it comes to him. Okay, what is this, please? This female card. There's some type of like woman involved, I feel like, in his life that she doesn't like. I don't okay, allegedly, I don't know. And look at this, the devil at the bottom. Toxic energy, very toxic. Ooh, and death? Oh, Lord, have mercy. Okay, surveillance. Oh, fuck, I just got to download. Damn. Oh. Didn't I say in the very beginning, you guys got to keep up with me here, but I said in the very beginning of the reading, the only reason why these two even have a relationship is because T. Farris had a relationship, personal, business, or otherwise, with Megan's mother. Megan's mother passed away. You got the death card here showing up, the devil at the bottom. And I just said, like, I feel like there's a woman involved in his life that she doesn't like based off of this female card that I'm seeing here. Oh, gosh. Surveillance, legal proceedings. This is not good. Okay, let me continue because I don't want to go off on a tangent. Okay, what is this? That relationship could have been ended with whoever T. Farris was dealing with. Allegedly, that Megan doesn't like for whatever reason. Okay, why is this here, please? Who is this female? That's what I want to know. Who is this female that's showing up here? What is this about? An accident? Home. Oh, wow. An affair? Didn't they say they lived together? Affair, and then you have an accident here. So this whoever this woman is, they could like not be here anymore in the physical realm. Okay, if you catch my drift, because this accident almost looks like it could have been fatal or something. Okay, what is this? Who is this female? Or how is she viewing this situation at T. Farris? Who is this female? Boat. That's like travel, calm shores, a couple. Oh, wow. Yeah, so this is somewhere here that like kind of needed to get out of the way is how it's coming through. With this boat, again, this is like travel, progression, things moving forward, maybe even closure. Easy sailing. It's like someone had to get out of the way that he was dealing with. Again, with greed, money involved. Wow, okay. I'm going to get one more on this. Who is this female, please, and thank you? That's what, you know, and I said this before, like with Megan, she doesn't like to feel alone. She doesn't like when other people are in the way or don't give her attention, no matter who it is, it kind of feels like. But more specifically, someone that she has some type of like emotional affinity for. Look at this, crime of passion, as I stop shuffling. Crime of passion. Okay, why is this here? And who's this female? Accident. What is this? I'm done. I think, oh my God. Caregiver. If you guys know the situation with Megan's mother, if I'm not mistaken, she had fallen ill and was in the hospital for a certain period of time. I don't remember if it was like a stroke or some type of brain aneurysm she had. You have caregiver here. And what I'm trying to clarify is, again, it's like, how is she viewing this relationship with him, T. Farris? A caregiver. That says a lot. Social media. And I'm telling you, it's giving like somebody here, again, a female, a woman had to get out of the way. At least, again, in Megan's eyes, from Megan's perspective, it's like whoever he was involved with or dealing with, she didn't really have too much of an affinity for at all. I might just get one more on this. What is this caregiver, please? Wow. What is this? Fuck. A man-made disaster. That's like when something happens on purpose. Like it was set up that way. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. We already saw the greed card. Oh, wow. A man-made disaster with accident. Didn't I just say it kind of feels like somebody kind of had to get up out of the way? You guys can do with that what you will, but I think you get my drift here. We're going to go to T. Farris. We're going to use the same deck for him, you guys, okay? Burial here at the bottom, but we're going to go back to T. Farris, okay? I got to have thief, false person. He's viewing her as some type of cash cow with this retirement goals. You know, yeah, just follow me. Just trust my guidance. Just follow me. Don't worry. I got you. You know, and I get it. He has been around for quite some time. She's obviously elevated in her career throughout the years. So, but it's giving a lot more self-serving. And I think he's a little bit concerned or worried about her having some type of wake-up call regarding something involving him. Okay. Why is this here, please? Or how is he viewing this situation with her? With Megan, please and thank you. What is his role in her life, please and thank you? I think I already got an answer with the caregiver card, okay? Why is this here, please? Wow, this is a lot. Oh. Assassination is showing up. And you have drugs and poison at the bottom. I'm not sure if anybody in Megan's life, you know, passed away or anything due to like drugs or alcohol, but we do know that Megan had a bit of an affinity for the liquor, okay, with drugs and poison. Assassination showing up here is kind of strange though. That could be an assassination of character as well, but I just said it's given like somebody had to get up out of here. Who exactly? Why? I don't know, but maybe in order for her to have this ascension and for him to have some type of retirement, long-term stability off of Megan's ascension, okay? Why is this here, please? Mind control. Just trust me. Trust my guidance. Don't worry. I got you. Mind control. Ooh. Ooh, fuck. I don't even want to say this. God damn it. Somebody may have to do the fucking calculations and do the math for me because T. Farris has been around for a long time, but how long has he been around? As far as when Megan's mom was alive, was he involved with Megan's mom, personal, business, relationship-wise, or otherwise? When she was young, like an adolescent, I'm talking like 14, 15, 13, or not until she was a little older. 18, 19, 20, 21. You know what I'm saying, guys? If somebody please has the answer for that for me, please put it in the comments because he's been around for a long time, but how long? Okay, because what I'm seeing here, I don't like this. Okay, you've got perversion and then child. He already had show up for her as well. Child in this situation, at least that's how she feels, like a sense of innocence or a person to look up to when it comes to him. But with perversion here, and I have organized crime here at the bottom. Somebody might have known too much. Okay, to go back to, I'm getting referred back to that house party at Kylie Jenner's house. Like, what kind of party was that really? You know, what kind of shit are y'all really into? Organized crime that may have to do with perversion and young adolescents. Mind control showing up here. Wow, wow, wow. I don't want to sit on that, but let's continue. That's why I'm asking, like, okay, how long have you been around? Since what age? The fact that that is showing up. Is that what you don't want her to know or figure out? Or, I don't know. Or other people, the general public? What is this? Love? Yeah, it's giving like love bombing, controlling you through means of love and admiration, or telling you I'm doing this for your highest good, but is it for her highest good? Couple here again. Regret. Oh, wow. Regret with what? Couple, love here. There's something weird going on here. Wow. Okay, what is this? Runaway? Family? That's crazy because it's giving like she's not a runaway or anything like that. It's just giving a very lost soul. She doesn't have her mother, doesn't have her father. Granted, she lost her mother a little bit earlier. I'm sorry, her mother a little later in life. She was already, you know, getting more into the music scene, getting more popular. She already had her first hit out. Her mom was still around. But she's not a runaway. She wasn't like an orphan or anything like that. Is she? Shit. So why would he be viewing her as a runaway? It's giving like just like a lost soul. Like he views himself as her family, but also controlling her through means of like love and admiration. It's kind of weird. And then look, you've got perversion again. I don't like this. I don't like this. Okay, what is this, please? Let me get like one more of these. And we're going to get into the tarot after this because this is a lot. Okay. And of course, it's going to be easy to control somebody who's, you know, maybe a little very lost in the sauce, or, you know, 1 + 1 doesn't always equal 2 necessarily. Of course, it's easy to control somebody like that. And you're showering them with all the love that they've never received. Again, you're reviewing this person as a runaway. They're going to be more susceptible to fall for that. Oh, geez. He's totally like taking advantage of her, I feel like. Drugs and poison just tried to show up again. Healing. Yeah, obviously that's supposed to be like a whole healing tour that Megan's been on the last few fucking years. I'm just healing. I'm trying to heal. I can't work. All this. I lost deals. Is that and the third? Because I've been trying to heal. All of that. Okay. Why is this here, please? Egotism. Fire. Egotism is here. Yeah, and I just said that. It's kind of giving someone like a little lost in the sauce. It's literally a person just stranded in the middle of like the road. It's like, why are you in the middle of the street with traffic? Like, are you slow? It's like, okay, and that makes sense with this healing energy. It's like when she's kind of just lost in the sauce, la da 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 da, he's got to come in and heal the situation and save the fucking day. A little more on this, please. Oh. Dismemberment. Okay, that can be like when you dismember something. That's like when you cut it into pieces. Oh. Why is this here, please? Dismemberment. It's giving like he could view her as someone who has like a very fractured mindset. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe someone who disassociates a lot. In meeting again. Okay. Yeah, and then you have family. I feel like maybe, is this something that was like planned by her family or something? Like him taking over her, or taking control over certain things over her life. If God forbid anything were to happen to her mother. This is kind of what it feels like here. Yeah, look, grandparent, even her grandmother passed away, I believe, shortly before or after her mother. Okay. Yeah, this is like a family meeting, or he was very, very, very heavily involved with the family. It's giving. Okay, we got more on this actually. And couple again. Okay, yeah, revenge. Some type of revenge here could have been in play. I saw this card try to peek out a few times too, but that's why it's kind of coming through. Like, was this put together by T. Farris and her mother and Megan's mom, or again, some of Megan's family here? Yeah, I think he's a lot more involved than just being her quote unquote manager. Yeah. A couple energy here. What the fuck? And you have serial killer at the bottom. Again, the first card I had was assassination. Something here was about money and greed at the bottom, at the end of the day, at the bottom of it all. Something here was someone had to get up out of here because of some type of money or greed. Wow. Lord have mercy. And again, it could have been somebody that T. Farris was involved with romantically in a particular fashion. Oh boy. That's why I said way earlier in the reading, from his energy, it's kind of getting, something is getting a little too hot. Whatever the fuck that's supposed to be referring to. Okay, we're going to get into one tarot deck from Megan. We're going to go back to her. Then I have accident. A literal caregiver card showed up in regards to how she views her relationship with T. Farris, okay? The cleanup man. I have an accident here that showed up. So anytime that there is something going on with her, she's about to crash out, or she's needs something, like again, saving, he's the one she calls. There was some type of female here involved that she was not too fond of, is what I'm seeing. And it's given like they both felt as though whoever this woman was had to get up out of here. And it maybe was supposed to look like an accident, but it's giving like a man-made disaster. Okay, we're gonna use one tarot deck. This is a brand new deck that I got recently. Where's the box? This is called the Neon Tarot. If you guys are like into tarot yourself, it was really affordable on Amazon. It's really nice. But we're gonna use these for Megan. Okay, I'm using these for her because they kind of almost remind me of like anime style damn near. But we're going to use these for her, get a couple, and then we're going to go back to T. Farris with a different deck, okay? What is her energy like, please, when it comes to T. Farris? Please and thank you. How she's doing this relationships with him. Please and thank you. Oof. Now, these cards are brand new too, so they're a little hard to shuffle, so my apologies. Ooh. Okay. Ace of Swords and the Page of Swords is showing up. Okay, so communication. Again, I told you, he's the one that she calls whenever she needs help, needs assistance, needs fucking saving. Okay, Page of Swords is childlike energy, gossip as well, surveillance, things being seen, paperwork, documents. Ace of Swords, truthful communication. So she views him as someone that she can like go to and talk to. Someone that will like listen to her. He'd be watching her too with this Page of Swords, or at least you could feel that way. But it makes sense why he would, especially if he's the one that, again, is the savior of the day, or the one that makes certain decisions, handles the meetings and stuff for her behind the scenes. You've got the World here showing up. That can be a cycle closing. And I said that before. It's like one of these two, someone could feel like ghosting the other or something like that. Why? I'm not sure, but the World is also things going viral. Something here could come out, or something here is like on surveillance or on camera, and it could go viral. It could go all around the world, all over the internet with this World card in relation to her and him. Or some type of information is going to go viral. Wow. Yeah, Seven of Swords, some type of lie or trickery. Okay, what is this, please, in relation to him? Or maybe this could be her worrying or fearing, maybe pondering, wondering if he's going to close the cycle out with her like a lot of other people have over the years. A lot of the people that Megan was close with, she's fallen out with. Okay, Four of Pentacles is showing up. Oof. And the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, Five of Pentacles is like financial hardship. Again, we did see the Despair card come out for her. thief. Again, I do feel like there's some type of underlying energy here where she's under the impression he's around to like create stability for her, is there to be a stable, some type of guiding light for her. Four of Pentacles can talk about stability, creating a foundation. But then you got the Five of Pentacles. It's like, actually, I don't have as much as I thought I did, or X amount of dollars is missing all of a sudden. Again, I see someone here detaching. She holds on to him. And I think the only reason why he holds on to her is because he feels bad or feels guilty because, again, she could possibly crash out and he's the one that saves the day. Five of Pentacles is like emotional detachment, running out on your luck financially as well. Being left out, kicked out, or feeling left out in the cold, Four of Pentacles can also be a very stubborn energy. I do see her she holds back from him when she doesn't get her way. Okay, why is it here, please? Okay, I'm just going to take one of these. It's too many. What is this? Knight of Wands. That's that hot girl summer energy, okay? Knight of Wands. That's somebody who doesn't really make thought out decisions. Someone who's very kind of hasty. They don't really think before they act. They'll most likely act before they think. This is someone who doesn't mind traveling as well. Very spontaneous. Again, I see them traveling a lot together. Obviously, if they live together or, he's been around the whole career. Yeah, I'm sure. But I see there was a closure to some type of maybe lustful cycle here with this Knight of Wands in regards to him, allegedly. Or I feel like he could also be the one who maybe is encouraging her to close out that hot girl summer, hot girl coach energy. He could be the one like trying to encourage her to do that because, again, it's better for her image. Okay, what is this? Eight of Cups and the Nine of Cups. Walking away from a wish fulfillment. I told you, I see someone here walking away. So I guess as far as what I'm asking, like, how is she viewing him, or how does she, what is her role in the relationship with him? I think she views him or sees him as someone who's like not really happy in this dynamic. Either that or she's not very, again, I feel like she gets upset when things don't go her way, essentially. That's when she'll hold back from him. But when she needs something, or again, things are going her way in regards to T. Farris, then everything is cool, everything's great, Nine of Cups, hee hee ha ha, And I don't know why he said that he's never seen her drink before. That's a lie. This Nine of Cups can definitely talk about overindulgence, and I see a lot of money being spent on some type of overindulgence. With this Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. Yeah, and it's giving like him walking away from this may make him happy, but she holds on to him. And I think she like maybe there's a lot of manipulation from both of them. It's kind of giving here. Oh, the Devil. Just as I said that, there's a lot of manipulation going on here. The Devil and the Knight of Wands. I do not like that. If you've ever had a reading, you guys, or you read tarot yourself, I don't know. The Devil and the Knight of Wands, that's definitely like someone for the streets. Okay? Very toxic, lustful energy. She's like obsessed with him. It's kind of weird. Like the Tower, the Nine of Swords. Yeah, it's giving like she can be very worried or very concerned or stressed out about some type of tower falling, or the tower, the foundation between them falling. The Devil and the Knight of Wands. I don't like that. What is this? And again, the one that maybe takes over, takes control with this Devil energy here, or negotiates the contracts, as the Devil card can be about industry, contracts, negotiations as well. Capricorn energy, you have the High Priestess. Ooh, Lord have mercy. And the Devil. A lot of secrets, a lot of lies. And maybe that's what he's worried about with Megan. Like, again, her having some type of wake-up call to some type of manipulation. Again, thievery. Damn. King of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. Yeah, there's definitely some type of like secret obsession here she has with him. For whatever the fuck reason. I definitely see some type of secret, allegedly lustful relationship with this Knight of Wands and the Devil. This is giving me spell work, witchcraft as well. Maybe to try to keep him stuck or keep him around with the High Priestess and the Devil. Again, somebody manipulating energy or literally like putting witchcraft on somebody. Because the High Priestess isn't intuitive, yes. But again, she doesn't follow it like at all. Completely fucking disconnected. Damn near. My goodness. Queen of Swords, and there she is at the bottom of the deck. Queen of Swords, yeah. So she doesn't follow her own intuition. She just follows whatever I feel like he guides her to do. Of course, there's certain things that she does in secret because, oh, it's not his business. Okay, but when she lands in trouble, who she gotta call? Ghostbusters, right? Three of Cups, Four of Cups. I'm telling you guys, there was some type of... Oh, wow. Yeah, Ace of Cups. She can't make this up. Four of Cups is feeling rejected or ignored, not wanting to be bothered. Three of Cups, I told you there was a woman here around that had to get the fuck out of here. Ace of Cups, a romance, a relationship, someone you have an affinity for romantically. Six of Wands. Yeah, someone had to get out of the way for somebody's financial success, financial, again, ascension here, for someone to be in the spotlight or to become the King of Pentacles. Yep, Ten of Pentacles. Again, greed, money, finances. Three of Cups. Yeah, so she's viewing him as somebody who had like a third-party relationship. And she did not like that. I'm telling you, whoever he was dealing with, she did not like too much at all. And it's giving like maybe somebody in the family, because the three girls on this card, they almost kind of look like triplets or like sisters or something. Not saying like, well, I don't know if she does have a sister or what, but could have been anybody in the family. But we kept seeing the family card show up over and over. Can we get one more for her, please? Ten of Swords. You can't make this up. The Ten of Swords. I just told you guys. And it literally looks like a dead body in the middle of a fucking like lake or a river somewhere. Somebody had to get up out of here. She knows it. He knows it. It was attached to him. Yeah, look, Four Swords. Somebody literally laid up on a coffin. Damn, that's why you need to be careful. All in the name of love, romance, Knight of Cups. She didn't like that. Giving you fuck with her in a particular fashion and then start giving your attention to somebody else. She's not cool with that. Doesn't matter who the fuck it is. So that says a lot. Let's get into another deck, you guys. We're gonna hop over to T. Farris. Okay, hopefully I'm able to get through this video without having to do 2 parts, but let's get to T. Farris. If this is making any sense to y'all, definitely leave a like on the video. It's absolutely free to do so. Share if you care. Okay. I'm going to just do a piece for him. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. It seems like everything just kind of leads back to money and finances. I told you, he kind of viewed her as like some type of retirement goal. I've got the mind control card here. Even the love showed up. We just saw the Ace of Cups come out on Megan's end. Even have something here with couple. Looks like an older couple, but that's why I feel like there was somebody that he was involved with. Yeah, look, Emperor. He definitely is like the financier. This kind of almost reminds me of one of the very first cards I got, Official Person. And it's showing up here again. So he controls like money and finances. Again, financial decisions. So yes, that's true, what he testified in court. But it's giving like he's a lot more involved than even what he said. Or then again, what we are aware of in the general public here. I don't know if T. Farris knew her father or what, but something about her father is showing up as well. Again, Megan's father passed away when she was younger. So this was years before she was famous, years before her mother passed. But I don't know if he knew her father or what. I know for sure he knew the mother. That's why they even know each other in the first place. But, oh, the Hierophant. Taurus energy. This is like people in the higher ups. This is definitely giving me something about like financial or executive type of growth, ascension. Yeah. And it's weird because yes, he views her as like kind of the one in charge or something like that, but it's only because of the money. She's the cash cow. Yeah, the Hierophant could also be like higher institutions of learning or law enforcement, especially with this Emperor card. It's definitely giving like a judge, a lawyer, or I get like power of attorney vibes. I don't know if he's actually her power of attorney, but that's kind of what it feels like. And I keep seeing something here about an ending regarding a relationship. There was a choice like between two females here or something with him. One had to go. One had to get the fuck up out of here. I keep seeing that. Why is it here, please? Oh, wow. 8 of Swords. I think he worries about Megan getting hemmed up here with law enforcement. Not on the Teflon Don of the courtroom end of the stick either, okay? 8 of Swords is like mental imprisonment, if not an actual physical jail. And with the Hierophant here, it's giving, yeah, whoop whoop, that's the sound of the police, okay? So there's something that he's aware of. I see like money laundering here as well, or he could be guilty again of stealing from her, literally, and maybe feeling guilty or feeling bad about it. Yeah, 10 of Cups. Why is this here, please? And there's something here that either one of them could go to jail for, is what I'm seeing, allegedly. 8 of Cups. Okay, this goes back to that vibe I was feeling earlier about things kind of getting too hot, wanting to ghost or walk away, but it's like he can't because he's like some type of watchful, eagle-eyed father figure over her. Okay, I'm really trying hard not to use the guardianship word, but that's... we literally saw a caregiver, so it's like, okay... I just heard mentally incapacitated. I don't know why the fuck I just heard that. Mentally incapacitated. Okay, you have the Page of Cups here. Yeah, he would feel guilty for walking away. He would feel bad. He's not giving up as much information in this trial either, as much as he could, clearly, because, you know, he's riding for her because his ass is on the line too with certain shit. Okay, what is this, please? Page of Cups is like innocence. Again, making an offer of some sort. Maybe even an apology. Okay. Oh, wow. I just got this vibe here. He could have been offered to be some type of like informant. Allegedly. I don't know why it's coming through like that. Or this is like speaking with the police or higher sectors of government. If not government, then higher sectors of the entertainment industry. It feels more like the government, but... And again, that childlike energy, had the child show up two, three different times. So just as much as she views him as a father figure, he could view her as like a daughter or something. But it's giving like not appropriate though. I really... Okay. 3 of Wands. Yeah. Travel. Doing things across state lines or overseas. Yeah, I keep getting this vibe like there's something going on, like not appropriate, perversion. I don't want to say it's international or nothing like that, like on some Diddy stuff, but that's almost kind of what it feels like. And maybe that's why you have this vibe here of like 8 of Swords. Jail, feeling guilty, feeling bad, or... And again, he has some type of he had a long-term goal with her, again, to maybe retire, stabilize himself financially through her. And it's like, he wants to move on and move forward, but he feels bad. It's like he doesn't, part of him wants to, but part of him feels guilty if he were to. Why is this here, please? Temperance, talk about balance. Sagittarius energy. Peace, tranquility. Yeah, it's giving like he wants to walk away because the situation is lacking peace. It's lacking, again, balance. She could lack some type of balance here. So it's like that's why he's not walking away. Okay, what is this Page of Cups? Oh, Knight of Swords. And the Six of Swords. Yeah, he knows it's like she'd be pissed off, very angry, very upset. Yeah, look at this. The Page of Swords, watching, keeping tabs. I told you, I think she's kind of like in a weird way, like obsessed or like infatuated with him. Again, you have like that motherly, father-like energy. And I already told you, like, didn't I say that? There was something here about someone he was involved with that maybe he viewed as like an empress or someone he was very heavily involved with romantically. She's got to get up out of here. Six of Swords and the Knight of Swords because of frustration, anger, aggression. That's so weird. Okay, what is this? King of Cups. I told you, someone he was very like romantically involved with here. He knows she gets in her feelings a lot, and she would be in her feelings if he were to leave her alone or walk away. The mature person in this situation with this King of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. It was all about money. Yeah. And look at this, the King of Wands, the Sagittarius man in this situation showing up, Five of Cups. It's like they're disappointed because it's like they're not involved as much as they used to be. The King of Wands, Sagittarius man attached to Megan. Yeah, look, Seven of Swords, trying to get out of the way, sneak away. A lot of lying, deceptive energy here. I definitely see that somebody is stealing from her, and I hate to say this, but I feel like it's T. Farris, or he helps the people that steal from her. It's giving like complicit or like compliant. Yeah, there's some type of like work going on here that's like not legal. It goes across state lines, maybe even internationally. Hey, yeah, the Chariot, and look at this, Police. Maybe that's what all this watching energy is. It's like being watched by law enforcement. The Wheel of Fortune showing up. Yeah, he did this. Basically, I feel like he was plotting on her for a long time. On Megan. Again, yeah, look, here she is. The Queen of Swords. That's technically her, the Aquarius. Yep, like you're going to be my cash cow, my Wheel of Fortune. You know, we're going to make this work. We're going to, I with her, we're going to pimp you out to the music industry, you know, and under the guise of, oh, I love you, this, that, and the third, we're going to do this together. Again, that father-like energy, but it's almost giving still kind of like inappropriate. It doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right. Okay, yeah, look, the Magician just fell out in the reverse. And then the Six of Cups, it's like manipulating someone with like a childlike mindset, or even just straight up manipulating a child. Yeah, look, with the Queen of Swords, here she goes. I just channeled that energy of like being like mentally incapacitated. Now, I'm not calling her that, but it's giving just, again, manipulating somebody with a childlike thought process or a mindset, or when they were much younger as a child in the past. Yeah, look, Four of Cups. He's fully aware that him ignoring her or not giving her a particular type of attention fucks with her. It bothers her. Five of Cups. Queen of Pentacles and the Devil. Again, it's giving like some type of mother figure. It's like had to get out of the way. Yeah, look, the Knight of Pentacles. They may have like slowed something up, or again, someone he was gonna like propose to, get married to. I don't know. Very involved with romantically. The Death card is because they were slowing shit up, or they would have created a delay or interference with something. Again, with money and finances, very heavily here. It's like he be trying to like create some type of distance from her, but it's like he can only do that so much because it's like she's fucking like obsessed. It's giving with this Devil card, and he's very toxic to her. Not like towards her, like emotionally or verbally, but like he's toxic because I don't think he has the best intentions for her. And you got the Devil card to the Queen of Pentacles to the moneymaker here, lying and manipulating, stealing, using the moneymaker. Okay, and then you got this lover situation here. That keeps fucking popping up. I don't like that. Definitely a weird ass situation going on. So it's giving like a mix of guardianship, a mix of childlike innocence mixed with him being a manager slash the person who controls the finances and hefty decision making, but in the same breath there's like a underlying weird lustful romantic obsessive type of aura to it. Very weird, very strange. It's again very fucking toxic, and I don't think he has her best intentions at heart, like at all, even after this long. And the only reason why he sticks around is because she could be easily manipulated. Obviously, as we can see, he's making a lot of money out of this, and he would feel very guilty or feel bad if he wasn't around to save the day. God forbid she has like some type of crash out, depressive episode, lands in fucking jail, you know. He would be like responsible essentially. If something happens to her or she fucks up, he's fucked up basically. Okay, but I'm gonna leave this reading here, you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I can't thank y'all enough for being here and for tapping in with me. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.